Welcome, my Love Light Lifers. Nutty Tiki, your vibrational coach, and I help entrepreneurs, freelancers, and artists to use the law of attraction to create. Today, we're doing something fun. We're taking the energy of 444. We're going to do a tarot reading based on that. If you are seeing fours, and that's why you've clicked on this tarot reading, make sure that you drop it in the comments where you keep seeing your fours, because I love synchronicities. And so I would love to know. For now, we'll get into it. Welcome back to all of my returning subscribers. If you've just turned up just now, I want to say, hey, hi, how you doing? Love you guys. Thanks for coming. And if you're new and you haven't subscribed, make sure that you hit that subscribe and come on back and become one of us, because not only would we love to have you, hey, you're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun today. We're going to be playing with some tarot cards. We're going to base this reading around the energy of 444. And it is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate, don't worry. But if it does, it might be helpful. So we're going to get into a reading based on that. Just remember also our outcome. This is the law of attraction, so if you don't like the outcome, shifting your vibration or your frequency will basically change your outcome. And we're just looking at the moment at the trajectory of the current energy, if this is resonating with you. Okay, my allergies are acting up, so if you see me scratching my nose, that's why. Here he is, the number 4 of the major arcana. This guy here, if you are in business and you're seeing 444, we're doing this reading. This guy, he runs the empire. Well, he thinks he does anyway. Usually he has a very capable empress by his side. But this is the dude. This dude has a lot of power. He has a lot more power with his empress by his side, but he has a lot of power. Okay? And so if you are embodying the Emperor energy when it comes to business, you are doing well. If you don't think you're doing well, take another look, because this energy will get you everywhere you need to go in business. So we're looking at our, this is to represent you, okay? So this is hope, this is healing. But it's also very much a star chord, okay? So this beautiful lady right here, even if you're not a lady, this beautiful lady insinuates when she is embodying you that not only do you have a lot of hope, not only have you healed a lot, but you are probably somebody that people are taking notice of. And they're kind of putting you on a pedestal of some sort. You're a bit of a star to some people, and you're feeling it. This could even represent a glow up. So no wonder you're feeling a bit emperor-y today. No wonder you're resonating with my boy here. Yeah. I got you. All right. So let's see what's going on in the recent past for you guys who are here. Seeing all those 4s. Okay, it wasn't always this way. Up until recently, you've been in your head about something. We got an 8 of Swords. And it was hellish. It kept going around and around and around, and you felt like there was nothing that you could do about it. You just kept going around and around in your own head. Something was eating at you in the recent past. Okay, in the present though, a new beginning. One that you're enjoying, something that you really like. This is an emotional beginning. In other words, you're feeling emotionally, you like the way you are right now. So whatever was going around and around in your head, I don't know what happened to it yet because we haven't clarified these cards. Right now, it's not bothering you so much. Maybe you figured something out, and maybe what you figured out was that you need to listen to your emotions and go towards what makes you feel good, and that way all of this, these swords, which is mind energy, can just sort of subside, and you can figure out which of these thoughts is for you. Wow, so itchy. Okay, we're jumping. No wonder, because the energy is shifting. It's moving really, really fast. And this is to represent others. Okay? See, this is the interesting thing. I feel like you got somebody on the run. This is your competition. Okay? Alright? You've had a major glow up. And the competition is on the run. And they're out of there faster than you can blink an eye. They're really on the run. You got them backing up. They are out of here. I'm sorry about scratching my nose. I'm really itchy. My allergies are playing up at the moment. Okay, so in the immediate future, as they come running out, you're just moseying on in. Calm, enjoying yourself. Very much interested and emotionally stimulated about the subject. See, this card, this guy, he doesn't move as fast. This guy's run. Okay, he's not moving very fast. He's not slow, but he's not moving very fast. And usually, this little leg here kind of sort of indicates that he's a little bit hesitant, but I don't feel that from this. I feel absolute utter confidence of not having to rush. That's what I think it is. I think that you are so confident that this is the way to go because you are listening to your emotion. And you learn to do that because you got in your head so much in the past that you realized the only way out was to listen to that big old heart of yours that was telling you which way to go. I can't believe how itchy my nose is. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Let's see what sort of outcome that we got here. Because we don't know, at the moment we have no idea where you're moseying into, what this decision was, why they're on the run. You got this sewed up. When this happened to you, you were like, no more. I'm gonna figure this out. And you did. I don't know what you did, but it's got your competition on the run, and you're moseying in like I'm just seeing like an old western, where it's like you just mosey into town slowly on your horse, and everybody just runs and hides and closes up shop because they're like, ooh, that dude. You don't want to mess with them. I don't know what you did. I don't know what you've done or what you're doing, but you're just moseying on in. Look, I got my cup. See this? See this? You found your cup. And there you are, confident as can be on your horse. It's like, I found my cup. I got my cup. And for some reason, people are like, wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. Don't know what that cup is. Don't know I don't know what it is you're doing there. We'll clarify this, but you moseying on in there like your only choice. People are, oh geez, yeah. We've got entrepreneur energy here. If you're starting to become an entrepreneur, you are going to kill it. You're going to crush it. Absolutely crush it. Okay? People are on the run. They're like, wow, where did this person come from? What happened? Okay? Well, I've been in my head for a little while, but I found my cup. And when I moseyed on in, everybody went, oh! And I just took over the entire town. That's the story. That's what we got so far, okay? Alright, so let's find out a little bit about why or how or what's going on with the star card. Why are we glowing up so much, people? Why? What's going on with the star card? 3 cards. Oh, that's 2. And we got, oh, that's 3. Okay. Alright. So, let me just say that people think that this glow up is sudden. Okay, but we know from this 8 of Swords here, it wasn't sudden. You were in your head about this for a while, and it didn't feel good. Okay, being in your head about it didn't feel good. And you see, you were, however, putting in some work. You were carrying some pretty heavy burdens. You had to wait quite a long time for the harvest. Like, you went up, down, round and round. You took the long route and you had to sit and wait. Okay? We have a look at this card because normally we see a tree of some sort with the 7 of Pentacles and the fruit is not yet ripe. Okay? In this one, we're seeing this woman who is offering this coin to this guy who's already got 6. And going, please, take my coin. Please. You know, we've got a cow here. So it's not like she's broke, but for some reason he's got something that she wants. And she's like, please give it to me. Okay, so this might represent you trying to get a loan. Please help me out. You're saying to somebody, I want this generosity, because the 6 of Pentacles is reciprocal energy. Let's call it that, yeah. I got reciprocity. I don't know, it's not coming. And so, but when we add the 7, the extra pentacle, it becomes the 7, which is waiting for the harvest. Okay? And this is where she wants to go. She wants to move forward. She knows there's some work here to be done. It's not going to all come at once. But she's like, please, can you please help me? And I think we found something stable, but it didn't come from outside. It came from your own home. So this may have been a family member. It may have been that you had some equity in your home. It may have been that you just sort of got balanced in the home, and that's what helped. But you're looking for it somewhere else. It was a burden. There was a lot of burdens going on. I feel like that also might be the thing, burdens in the home that you had to let go of. And you were looking for somebody to help you with it, but there was some balance that you found. You're finding some sort of balance right now that is working for you. Really working for you. This got you growing up. Okay? Alright, so let's talk about this 8 of Swords. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so give me one more, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, maybe we don't need one more. Okay, so it ain't coming, it ain't coming. So with our 8 of Swords here, so this is us, this is you in the past, going around and around and around in our head. It doesn't feel good. We're like, I gotta get out of my head. I need some movement. Okay? And guess what? We've got, first of all, there's more entrepreneur energy, but what we've also got is a pairing. Like this is a partnership. Okay, so this might be a romantic partner, but I feel with the Wands, we're talking about somebody who is in the same field that you're in, who is a really good match to you creatively. Okay, so this is like, okay, the singer and the producer. Okay, this is the writer and the publisher. Okay, this is two people with the same passion who are complementing each other perfectly. They don't do the same thing, but what they do complements each other. Okay, and in the recent past, maybe the reason why you were so in your head and things weren't working because you were so in your head, but you'd been left out in the cold. In other words, I feel like you were in your head because what was going around and around in your head was that, for example, if we're talking about you're the writer and you need a publisher, then the publisher is leaving you out in the cold. And because you're believing this, you are seeing this, and this is the reality you're manifesting, is that they keep leaving you out in the cold, and so you're out in the cold. That's the recent past. That's the past. It could even be the past. I feel like it's more than just recent past. I don't think this happened overnight. Okay? But you were feeling left out in the cold. You weren't getting the recognition that you wanted. So, but then I think what happened here with this Ace of Cups is you realize, hey, I don't need this person to bring me in out of the cold. What I need is to remember why I started doing this in the first place and enjoy it. And enjoy it. And just throw all caution to the wind and go, hey, if I'm not making money out of it, I still want to do it. So let's just do it just because I love it. Enjoy it. Okay? Okay, the moment you did that, whoever this Queen of Wands person is, they may not be a person, they might be an organization, they could be anything, but this thing that had been stuck because you'd been going around and around in your head about it, you had this really negative belief pattern about it. When you stopped thinking about that and just started following your heart, almost immediately the message comes in that says, hey, that thing you were after, that thing that you kept going around and around in your head about, that you said you couldn't have. I mean, I have a feeling it was the last piece to the puzzle. It's the reason why it was so frustrating that it wasn't coming, because it was the last thing that you needed for your plan to come into play. And your plan must be amazing. It must be genius, because it's making a huge impact. Okay, so let's grab these last two clarifiers. Okay. This is just talking about your shift in perspective, okay? And this is also an enlightenment card. When it hit you that you didn't need somebody's permission, you didn't need the recognition back, you just needed to do what you love doing, and if you can, then you've succeeded already. That shift was enlightening. It was more than an aha moment for you. It was like, and you were like, bang, and all your power, all your self-power just came to you like that. Okay? And then you came along, got on that throne. Now, please understand, we're already working with two kings. The Emperor, like the Empress is the embodiment of all of the queens, our Emperor is the embodiment of all the kings. So it's quite, for good reason, we're seeing a few things in here. And this Ace of Cups, I feel like you don't run around showing everybody. Okay? You know, this guy, he's like, I have my cup. And he's like, I'm walking around with my cup. I feel like it's not something that you wear on your sleeve, because the King of Cups doesn't do that. The King of Cups has deep emotion, but he doesn't get all mushy and throw it around and show it off. He doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve. It stays firmly in his chest where it belongs. Okay? So I don't feel like you're being showy about this passion that you have, but it's there. And what happens as a result of it being there and being so momentous is that it's making you glow. It's making people get the hell out of the way. Okay? So let's talk about these people that seem to be running. They see you coming and they're like, woo, it's time to dive behind the counter. Let's find out what's going on here. Okay. What's going on with these other people? Tell me about the Five Swords. Okay. Alright, like, dang. Okay, so, first of all, I want to call attention to this Ten of Cups because I feel like the reason we're on the run here is because that Ten of Cups is what's at stake. And this Knight of Swords, I think like these guys, they want it. They want it. But when they see you coming, they pretend like, you know, they weren't trying to grab it. Okay? And the reason is, I think they realize that where you've come from is not an easy place. Okay? You ain't easy. Alright? And when somebody takes the time to actually heal from that kind of, from this, okay, because this usually, normally in the Rider-Waite Tarot, this is depicted, these, all 10 of these swords are in the dude's back, okay? And that's what we're talking about, that kind of pain and betrayal, and that's, but it's a 10, so it's over now. It's done. Okay? People know that when you go through that much, you don't usually end up here. Okay? These 2 10s here we're looking at. We're looking at 2 10s. We've got a 10 of wands as well. So you finishing up, you putting everything that you don't need in the dirt. It's taking a dirt nap. And that's why people are running. Because anything that is in your way takes a dirt nap. Okay? And it's not because you're mean or you're ruthless. Not at all. You are just so healed and focused, and that heart is, you're just following, and the blinkers are on, and it's like, don't get in the way. They won't see you and they will run right over you. Okay? Because this is showing us that you've got that intuition happening, okay? You're tapped into something bigger because you're listening to your emotions and you are going towards, that's really weird because I just put that down on the Knight of Cups, so this is where it must belong. Just clarifying this, okay? So this cup that we're talking about, that you're toting, following your heart, it's tapped you into your intuition. Okay? It's tapped you into some sort of intuition that is why you got everyone in the run. This is huge. You're doing so well because what people don't know is that you are hooked in. You are tapped into something higher. It happened the moment that you discovered this shift in perspective that caused, you know, you to start listening to your heart, what you truly wanted, and went on this emotional beginning, and now you know exactly what to do, exactly when to do it, and it looks like a huge contrast compared to where you used to be. People were looking at you as this. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. This is how people were seeing you before. And it's, oh, woe is me, woe is me, woe is me. That's what they were thinking. But not anymore. Now they see this. And they're like, what happened? You're walking around like this. What happened? And this is what happened. This here tapped you into this here. Okay? So in the immediate future, you're gonna be moseying on into town like you own it. Okay? And it's because you are listening to your emotions. You are picking thoughts based on how they feel, not what other people think or where you need to be or what outcome you're trying to get. But the outcome is this BDE, this BD energy that nobody wants to F with. Because you tapped in, you're doing it right, you're listening to you are absolutely on your path. So we're going to find out about our King of Wands now. All right. In this outcome, oh, this is brilliant. This is brilliant. Okay, so as you become this King of Wands in the future, look out for lots of wonderful collaborations. People see all these guys, they're offering all these pentacles. This is lots of fans. This is people wanting to work with you. Everybody's got their pentacle out going, pick me, pick me, pick me. Okay? And this is you. This is you, clarity. Absolute and utter mental clarity. This is also telling you, be real with yourself. Okay? Be real with yourself. Because this is a very big, harsh truth. In this deck, you can see how that little girl seems to almost want to topple over with the weight of that sword. And that right there, that's the truth. Okay, so this is your emotional guidance. I feel like this is a renewed connection to your emotional guidance. And that's what you get out of this, and this is why you become so powerful and entrepreneur by the end of this. This is your outcome. I would say it's a pretty good outcome, and I wouldn't be looking to change it. If that's where you want to go, that's where you're going to end up. But it isn't always the easiest route, and you've put in the work, but you figured something out. Very, 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 very important, and it's got you in this amazing glow up energy, and I am so happy for you guys. I'm going to say goodbye, and if you haven't seen that 444 video already, go and check that out too, and it'll help you out with why you keep saying those 444s.